Hello dear all, this is Joanna, and in this film I want to explain what kind of series of videos you've got here. It's very unusual and it's new, so I want to explain in the small part at the beginning of the video concerning the nakshatras. Now, if you already heard that, if you already seen it, just click in the description. There is a link, and it will take you directly to the video about the current energy of nakshatra and the other correspondences. All right, let's explain. So here I'm starting the series of videos where I will be checking, I will be seeing what is the energy in the universe for all of us. But the first, the main channel, let's say, will be going through, it will be nakshatras. Now, nakshatras are the constellations. It's taken from, so stars, basically, group of stars. It's taken from the Vedic astrology. It's something like a zodiac. You've got 12 zodiac signs, and usually everybody knows just the sun sign, of course, but we all are the mixture of different signs, in fact, because different planets in our birth horoscope are in different positions, right? And it has to be said a little more. That's not only that. People usually focus on just numerology or astrology, tropical astrology or tarot. And I just want to come from nakshatras, which is Vedic astrology, which is something like a zodiac sign. It's another kind of archetype, and there are 27 of them. And through that, I want to see everything that's corresponding, all the other archetypes and other signs and other energies that are attached to it, right? Because we are not only a mixture of zodiac signs, we are a mixture of all the old knowledge, the ancient knowledge uses lots of tools. So it can be interesting for you, I thought, to see, all right, so here is this nakshatra at this point of time. Let's say between, there are 2 weeks, okay? In 2 weeks' time, we've got the energy of a certain nakshatra, all right? But behind that, you've got also still a zodiac sign. I will tell you what it is. And behind that, you've got also a kind of, some kind of element, all right? It can be fire or air. And behind that, you've got also some kind of archetype. And it can be, in Greek mythology, it can be that, and in Slavic mythology, it can be something different, in Nordic, and so on and so on. But behind that, you've got also some other parts of nature. There are some totem animals, right? And it's like, you know, it's like a kind of road. You go, I chose to go through nakshatras because they are the least known. So you go through nakshatra, I will tell you about, and then you've got the Vedic god, and then we'll discover other stuff. Here you will have the picture. That's a circle, and you can see in the picture what's corresponding what. All right, that's my analysis. In ancient knowledge, you know, it's not really fixed. Even the element, when you've got fire, it can correspond, for example, to the I don't know, for example, Archer or and the Sagittarius, right? But also the other sign, or it can correspond to something else in Chinese mythology, all right? For example, the tiger. So it's a kind of mixture. There are correspondences, but also it's very fluid. So that's even more interesting. Anyway, what we will do here, when you watch the video every 2 weeks, let's say, you will see what is the energy for you. I will tell you what is the nakshatra, what it is, what Vedic god, what's the sign, what's the correspondences, all this, also about temperaments and so on, even Slavic mythology, because I want people to know it and I want people to join the dots. It's not like everything's separate. No, everything is together. You just need to find your way in it and use it for you. And every 2 weeks, more or less, we will have the video. I will use cards, meditation cards. I will use tarot, but I will use my cards that I made, and I will change. Sometimes it will be a tarot with archetypes, sometimes with some Vedic goddesses, sometimes with some other goddesses, sometimes it will be about nature. Right, so I hope it will be interesting, and we'll see. There is the general nakshatra and correspondences energy, but also we'll see in the cards what's in. What are the, let's say, what should we do those 2 weeks? What is it good to do? What's not good to do? All right, maybe we have some advice and so on, right? And I will not really specify that it's for somebody this and that. No, 2 weeks. For those 2 weeks, I will say what's the period, what this period is good for, because we've got this nakshatra. But I will also give you the link where I will tell you, go check what is your Vedic astrology set, right? What is it? So maybe you've got that nakshatra in your horoscope, in your spread. That would mean that even if this will touch you even more in this period, you will be more touched with that energy, right? So it would be good for you if you checked it. Okay. Yes, and I guess that's it. Oh yeah, and I wanted to tell you that the dates, you know, there is no time. The dates I'm using, let's say, for example, for nakshatra, or I don't know, hasta, it will be between 25th of August to 10th of September. It's quite arbitrary. You will not find those dates. You know, it's like when you go to Vedic astrology, you've got only degrees, right? It's all based on moon. But you know, when people do the tarot readings and they say, okay, this is for I don't know, Pisces, and this is for September, all right? But September, and usually they do it at the 1st to 31st, all right? No, 30th September. Yeah, but you know, normally the Pisces or any other sign is from the it's from mid month to the mid month. So all of this is arbitrary. You know what kind of dates you use. I just decided like that I can do it every 2 weeks, and the dates I'm giving you, I'm not a Vedic astrologer. They are based in my own analysis, and they are more or less arbitrary. They are based on zodiac, tropical zodiac. Still, I think it's interesting, because I'm not going to check degrees. Maybe I'm going to do it, but I think it will be complicating too much for you. So I guess I'm just going to give you dates. Not everybody has to be a expert in Vedic astrology, and that's not what I want. All I want is to focus on archetypes. Archetypes are the most ancient and they are basic. Okay, that's it, because it's really long and I have to attach it to every video. Okay, bye-bye. Hi there, this is Joanna, Joanna Cholocz, and from the channel JC Lady Alternative Education. JC Lady, that's me, hi. All right, so now let's do the reading for our holistic reading for the time of the time that has already passed. Let me explain you. It's for the period between 10 of October and 22nd of October. It has passed. Today is 25. It was a very harsh time for me. It's a VISHAKA Nakshatra period. I'm VISHAKA moon, which is really horrible. And I just lived what is here, and I will tell you, it will be a little personal, that I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, but I thought it will be good for you to see it, how you lived your past 2 weeks, what happened in your life, and you can maybe think it through. All right. So first, let's start with those archetypes and energies. So this is from 10th of October to 22 of October. It's the end of in tropical zodiac, the end of how do you say? Sorry, sometimes when I do it in 3 languages, Polish, English, and French, I forget the names for zodiac signs. Okay, so we've got Libra. All right, so this is the end of Libra sign and the beginning of Scorpio. Now, so this is, you will see it on the screen, in the circle, in the wheel of changes, yearly changes. We've got, we see that in tropical zodiac, we've got those 2, right? We've got Libra and we've got Scorpio, but this corresponds in Vedic zodiac astrology to VISHAKA. Now, VISHAKA is this period. This VISHAKA is exactly when the Libra meets Scorpio. So when the Libra, which is a diplomat, it's a lover, it's a pure love, and it's hedonistic. When it meets a trickster, so they both kind of manipulate with stuff. Relations, they deal with all of it, but in a different way. And when they meet, it's interesting. All right. What have we got here? We've got, so first maybe let's more about VISHAKA. VISHAKA Nakshatra, it's a nakshatra with the patron god Indragni. So we've got already here 2, a struggle, because that's from gods and goddesses. 2 cards, because there is no Indragni god in this deck, but there's Indra and Agni. But in the Vedic zodiac, we've got Indragni, and Vedas translated as it can be the highest kind of Agni, the highest kind of fire, which can be an intellectual fire, the fire that makes things transform. All right, and it can be also a kind of fire that you get when you've got when the lightning strikes, right? It transforms. Okay, but here we've got those. In fact, those 2 gods are married in this nakshatra. Agni, it's a god of fire. All right, it's a god of fire. With those, with the blessings, like for example, you know. How to use your internal powers, how to also get free from some desires. So it's not really, you know, it's also about digestion, about everything that is inside you in your mind, in your stomach, all right? That's fire. And Indra, which is the god of rain, god of water. So water element and fire element. They are married here in Vishaka. And the symbol for Vishaka, the drawing, the picture is a circle, and we've got this contour. It's a circle which is white inside and with the black surrounding, right? So it's black and inside it's white. So basically it's kind of boundary. It's like when you've got when you've got Vishaka, all the time what you try to do is to see like how far I can go, like what are the limits of my mind, how much I can eat and digest, for example, right? So it's like how much I can get hedonistic, or like what are the limits in the relationship also. All right, so Vishaka is all about looking for like marrying opposites, also being a diplomat, maybe being a mediator between people. And Vishaka is also about, you know, all this, what mind does. And it's personal. Now I will tell you personal. I'm Vishaka, like my moon is in Vishaka in my birth horoscope, Vedic, and that's what I lived now. This in my relationship, it was all this go and come and go, and all those struggles, fights also, and it was all between being a lover and being a trickster. And it's not only that, for example, I was a lover and, you know, this woman who was so womanly and so on, and he was a trickster. No, the thing is here that it changes, right? It changes. It's a little bit like this, looking for a perfect balance. But you cannot find it in this period. Like at the end, maybe you can have some kind of relief, like something that you get after the like when the when the storm is over. But it's not really settled. You haven't. It's calmed down, but you haven't got a new order yet. All right, now let's talk about other archetypes. You've got Libra and Scorpio, which is Libra would be the lover, the diplomat, the perfect businessman, and the Scorpio would be the trickster or the mag, the Wiedźmin, the one that goes and, you know, he manipulates with powers, and the one who is not afraid to go deep and dig deep to find the truth. He doesn't want really being diplomat. He's often very offending, and but that's just the beginning. So let's say that this is not the trickster with open face. Okay, the beginning of this period. This will be later. What have you got more? So we've got for Slavic mythology, Libra is Gieł god and Reja goddess, which is, you know, this is abundance. This is what lover is. This is what Libra is. The end of autumn, and it's when we've got so many, you know, fruits and vegetables, and we have it all, and we want to take it, and we want to put it in a safe place for winter. Now, be careful, because this period is also about taking all of it, seeing how much it is, and not being afraid to go down with it and put it in the cave. And the cave is like, you can go inside the cave, face it, no light, just maybe the candle. You can go only with Scorpio. The lover will be afraid. All right, so this is this moment. You are standing on the stairs, and then you have to take all your fruits and vegetables and whatever, salted meat and stuff, and you have to go down in the cave and put it there. Safeguard. You know, it's when Regio meet other Slavic couple, Łado and Łagoda. Łado is the god, and Łagoda is the goddess. And in Polish, it's like Łagoda. It means that something is łagodny, meaning it's gentle. Not really, because in Polish it has many meanings. It can be gentle, but it's not really. It's like, again, looking for balance. It's like more settling down, but it's more the moment of settling, but not really settled down, all right? So Łado and Łagoda, it's all those times, like, you know, you go down in those caves, but also outside, you have to be in a hurry. You have to be in a hurry with taking all those fruits out of trees and all this and you know, your wheat and all this stuff, because soon it will be raining and it will be the time will be bad and lots of storms and stuff. So it's this period, lots of, you know, and you have to take your jars, and you have to, and this is Vishaka also. You have to take some boundaries, limits. So you have to take some jars, and you have to take some, again, I don't have pots, maybe something that you can cook inside, and you do your magic in the kitchen also, right? Mixing elements. All right. But then, of course, Libra is air element. So it's intellect, moving. It will be in the spread, and Scorpio is the one that digs down, but he's not really very quick. He's phlegmatic rather, and it's water. Now for numerology, the house for Libra is 7. 7. Seven. It's kind of more than 6. It's like family plus spiritual, right? Something more than 6. And 8 is what is 8? 8 it's material, and it's very looking for. That's why 8, right? It will be in the spread too. It's looking for the balance. But if in 7 you've got the balance, right? It's possible to take the you know, like you've got the drawing for Libra. The drawing for the Libra is the scales, right? It's possible to have, it's possible to be balanced. But in Scorpio, it's not really possible, because it start moving too much, all right? It's like the scales are really moving, all right? Or it's more like a swing, all right? There and back, there and back, and there and back, all right? All right, so that's more or less it. And let's go to the spread. It was very long in Polish. Let's see if it will be so long in English. Let's start. This time it's a usual spread. I'm using Reader White, but I'm also using the natural tarot, Secret of Nature. I thought it's interesting, and it will be like saying something more. So let's start. In the background, okay, what have we got? In the background, we've got this 6 of all right, so it's 6 of Wands, and it means success. In the background, it tells us that all this battle and struggling, it's for something, and it will be successful, right? But we have to pass it through. Pass through it, and it can be hard. Okay, in the background, in this, it's 10 of Wands, so it's a hardship basically. So it's struggling. The fight. It's like man-woman fight. That's what I lived, but it can be in a different aspect for you, maybe business. Okay, what's in the middle? It can be the middle. It's what you want. It can be that, because I would rather say that this is us, our energy, but this is it's a center of this spread, this reading. What's going on? What's the challenge, let's say. So the challenge is, take the most from all that we managed to gain through spring, summer, and take it, look at it, and be happy about it. It's abundance. Here, look in the... because I'm taking 2 cards, right? So this is the first one, and this is just telling us something more. So this is like joy. Every day, let's have joy, okay? Let's. It's very hedonistic, okay? Let's be proud and let's be happy, and it's a little bit Halloween stuff, autumn, simply. And 6 of Bows, it's the same as here. We are successful. We have abundance, and we can go through all of it, even if our mind is struggling. We can go through it. We can go down in the cave, and it will be fine. We will be fine. We are really. We have lots of sun inside us, and we are backed up. Let's say. So this is the challenge, but we should go through it. Now, what those cards, they are saying what helps or what disturbs. I would say it can be both, because we've got that, and this is like a Scorpio energy. You have to go deep down in this cave, and you may have only a small lantern when you go in the cave, and it will not be like outside that you've got lots of light. No, the winter is coming. The next part of autumn is coming. It's dark. It's dark, and but you have to be brave. Okay, go also see inside yourself. That's it. And to say more, it's 2 of arrows. So you have to take 2 of arrows here. It means 2 of swords. 2 of swords. It's a decision. You have to take a decision. You cannot be blocked. You may be blocked. You are afraid, of course. Those girls, I'm sure they are afraid to go in the dark, only with the lantern, right? But you just take your Scorpio energy, or you just take your man and go down in the cave and put all your ripe fruits and vegetables and everything, and put it there. Don't be afraid. Now, what's something that we have, right? What helps us, or something that we want to have. This is in the bottom, right, of this reading. But it's fine. It's just like here. It's double, right? It's just like here, abundance. We've got the system, we've got the family, we've got the happiness. Everything is fine. And here we've got the world tree, which is simply the world, right? This is this. Oh, yeah. Can you see? Yeah, this is the world. It backs us up. So we've got a good background. We should be brave. Now, what we aspire to, what's in our head, well, we have to face it. Now it will be a hard period. We have to wait for what will happen. We have to be patient, and but not only. We should be, because it's going to be dark, right? So we cannot use our really senses, but the 6th sense, right? So the seer is the priestess. So right, even if we are using our mind, it would be more like spirit, more like soul. okay, in those times. To go inside ourselves. This cave, it means how to go on a deeper level of the relationship, any kind of like romantic or business, how to take, more of it, how to learn, how to be well inside. All right. What goes in the past, what we lived already, what we started already, it's something we started. It means we started, right? We already have those fruits, those vegetables. I'm still talking about this autumn metaphor of Halloween. We've got it. We look at it. It's beautiful. We are happy, and so on. Here we've got 4 of Bones, so we celebrate. It's basically Halloween, all right? But it started. It's this step. Now I'm telling you. We are going to this. We are going in this direction, and this direction is the goal is not to celebrate all winter. The goal is to become more calm. Go, not only be outside, we have to be a little outside, even in winter, but the goal is to be also inside. So manage all the elements that are struggling, right? And this is it. The 14 and here 14, it's balance. It's balancing. And it's a double, right? Both cards are saying the same card. Balancing elements, as you can see. Managing reality, and reality is, it's not only spring and summer. After that comes autumn and winter, right? So, but it's balancing everything that comes in life. And also balancing relationships. So it's the time for working on relationships, especially that the work outside maybe finishes. And maybe also, because what period is it? It's 10th of October to 22 of October. So it's lots of struggles, in fact. In Poland, demonstrations, lots, changes. Also the problem with virus, COVID and stuff, like it goes and like there and back. And now some people may face the quarantine. So, you just need to maybe make up your mind. Maybe you just, again, go inside your family and keep what is the most important. Find that your relationships maybe are the most important. Okay, let's continue. Here is, it's us, right? It can be our relationship or it can be just our energy. This is more like a challenge inside, but this is more like really us. So it's moving, all right? Quick intellect, quick words, maybe discussions, maybe quick actions, right? But mainly this is mental. So, however, here it's a fire element because we've got King of Bows, King of Wands. So fire and air, it makes again for storm. It's a storm, all right? Lightning storm and so on. So again, it's moving. The elements in nature and in us are settling. And in the couple maybe, all right? Like female, male. And what comes from outside, or what if this is, for example, us, and this can be our partner, or the surrounding. It can be the surrounding, what is going on in society, in the world. It's the transformation. That's what's going on right now in the world. Transformation for the better, I hope. However, we are struggling because we don't know some things. I don't think so. Everything which is going on now in the world is good. So we just need to find out what we want, all right? And so that's transformation, death. And here, what is more? Queen of Bows, so Queen of Wands. it's a fire element. The fire that transforms, and it's also, it means that you cannot be stagnant in this period. I haven't been. I've been talking a lot, struggling and trying to clarify stuff. I don't know how about you. Think about it. What was it? Maybe it was like that for you. Rain, fire, rain, fire, rain, fire. All right. Here, what? That's our hopes, wishes, or what we are afraid of. I would rather say it's our hopes that from all those struggles and transformations, we will slowly, go forward. All right. That all this hurry and all this will just calm down. Especially that here the Great Bear is just talking about a new, it's this in Rider Waite, new world. After the transformation, the death, that's this, resurrection, all right? However, it will not be like in this, it didn't happen in those 2 weeks. It will take more months. And we can see that in the result, but we can see more clearly, and we can look in the future. That let's say that finally we can get to this bank or to this high hill. We can get on a high hill, and we can look, and we see the horizon, and we see what's there. Okay, we can prepare for something more. All right, we are in a good position. And here is the stag. The stag is this. So it repeats. You see, again 8. So eternity symbol. And so it's this: how to manage our reality. Also, how to manage, how to find, how do I find myself, my relationship, my private light, and for example, the life of the world. Like, what am I here? What is all this for? Like, what I should do? Should I participate in this? Should I be off grid, or should I just go and rebel? That's the question, at least in Poland here. Okay, so I would say that all this is optimistic because we've got success here, right? So it will be fine. But it's also tough, okay? It's lots of struggling, and the mind is, in Vishaka, mind is like going round. It's like when you are cooking, right? We are mags, or magicians. We are cooking and mixing, and, and adding new elements and mixing again. And what's it, okay? Is it good? Is it good? Is my mixture good does it give me, does it taste good? Is it good for my living? All right. Now I will tell you, for the ending, I've got those cards, that's archetypes, and I chose, I didn't really think, I just pick one card. For Libra, it's hedonist. There are a few archetypes that you can attach to Libra, to lover, for example, but here it's a hedonist. So what are the limits? Again, it's a limit. How much can you, I don't know, how much can you use your riches? How much can you be hedonistic? All right. It tells you that, yeah, you can use a lot, but be careful. But you can also destroy your health. All right. This reading is very long, so I'm not going to read you all of it, just quickly. And for Scorpio, the trickster, it's again this saboteur. It means somebody. Maybe you can just stop and read it for yourself, if you can. I don't know if it's not mirror. I will tell you, saboteur, it's a Scorpio, right? It's somebody, it's sardonic, it's sarcastic, all right? Like when a lover comes and says, let's use it, let's be happy, every day is full of love, etc. So he will go and say something, that will destroy her hopes and wishes. Saboteur. And but he tells you there is fear, right? So, and he shows you that, you need to face your fear to be stronger, all right? The change in life demands, fighting your fear, simply. And but also it's all about destructive behavior. What destroys your relationship, right? So that's it. Okay, so I guess I will leave you with this. It's interesting, but it's the past. It's the past. Lots of storms, lightning, struggles, and when the lightning strikes and it hits the tree, often it falls down, and you can see what is underground, right? You can see all those caves and what hides under the underground, right? So that was this period. I hope you survived. Okay, take care. Believe in yourself, and keep your fire, internal fire, burning.